In this video, we're going to be going over how to add an event to the website. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to open up your website in a tab on your browser. And the next thing you're going to do is you're going to open up a new tab. I like to slide the tabs next to each other. You're going to type in the name of your website, and then you're going to put a /, then type in login and hit enter. It's going to prompt you to input your username and your password. You're going to do that and then click on login, and that's going to open up the main page on your dashboard. Each event that you have is going to be actually a post. We're going to hover over posts here. We're going to click on all posts, and I've created a sample event so we can see basically how this is going to look. So if I go back to the tab where your website is on, and I click on the events page, this event will show up like this. It'll show up with the title, the date, a picture, and a little bit of information right here. And I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So we're going to go back over to your actual dashboard page. And when you've gone into your dashboard and you click on all posts, you'll be taken to this page here. If you want to add a new event, you're going to click on add new. And in order to add this post, or in this case event, it's just going to sort of prompt us with what to do. So it first says to add a title. I'm going to call this new event. And I'm going to say this event will take place on May 15th, 2019. So you probably want to give it a name and a date so people will know when that is. The next thing you're going to do, it says start writing. So I'm going to place my cursor there. Just click in this part here. And I start typing. I type in the information for the event and put whatever information you want in there. And this case, I'm going to just put some filler text in there, but you put in whatever you want, all the information for the event right there. And the next thing, in order for this to show up in events, you're going to have to go over to the right side of this page, and you're going to, there's two tabs here, one is block, one is document. You're going to click on the document tab, and you're going to scroll down. And you're going to see in categories here, you have a couple different categories. You're going to want the events category selected. That's going to make this event show up on the events page. As we scroll down a little bit further, we have another option here which we can see where we can add a featured image. This featured image is, if I go back to my site again in the events page, this featured image is the image that will show up to the left of your event. If you want to add that, you can add it or not. So if we want to add a featured image, what we do is we click on set featured image, and this takes you to the media library. And the media library is where all the pictures that are currently on your website, they're all stored right here. You can select one of these and add it, or you can upload a picture from your computer. So if I click on this Upload Files tab, if I click on Select Files, you can navigate to wherever you want to on your computer where your pictures are selected. And then what you do from here is you can select an image from your computer, select it, click on Open. It's going to add that picture to the media library. And now I can select that picture to add to make that a featured image for this event. So if I want to add that, I click on Select. That's going to now show up in here. In order for this to display properly, you're going to want to make sure that whatever picture you have here is basically a square, because if we go back to this, they're actually a little bit wider than it is tall. The picture I selected probably won't display too well, so you want to make sure whatever picture you show here is an event or is a picture that shows a little bit wider than tall. and then it will display properly. So once that's done, we scroll down a little bit further, and we have the excerpt section here. And what you put in here is whatever information you want to show up on your events page is going to be just a short sample of your text, what's going to be your text for the whole event. You just put a short sampling of it here, and that's what you put in this section right here. For our purposes, I'm just going to copy the first sentence of this just to give it sort of an introduction to what the event is all about, so they can see it on the actual events page when they first get in there. And I'm going to, if for whatever reason, when you click on this text here, it's going to go back to black right here. You want to make sure the document is selected. So I'm going to go back down here, and I'm going to get back to my excerpt section, and I'm going to paste that text in this section here. And that's what's going to show up in this short information about the event right here on the events page. I'm going to go back into my dashboard. Now that's all that I'm going to need to do for the information for your event. In order to publish this to your actual website, I'm going to click on Publish, and then it says, are you ready to publish? I am, so I'm going to click on Publish. And now your event is published. So if I go back here to your events page and I refresh, your new event will show up here. And actually, it is going to size this properly. I wasn't sure if it was going to crop this, but you can put, it seems like, any size picture in this event and it will show up properly. You don't have to make sure it's wider than it is tall. You can do one that is taller, and you see it actually shows the whole picture. And you see that you have your new event here. And again, you click on the event itself and you get into it, and it shows more information on the event. So that's how to add events to your website. A couple more things that I want to show you is if you want to change the information on an event, what you're going to do is you're going to log back into your dashboard. You're going to get to the main screen. You're going to go back here to Posts, and then All Posts. And now we see we have two events. I want to show you a couple things here. One is I want to show you how to edit an event. So in order to edit either one of these events, you're going to go to the event that you want to edit, click on the title, and that opens it up. And now you can just go in and you can go into here and you can just, just same as you would on any word processor, you can delete or add more text to it. And that's how you would do that. Okay. And then whenever you do that, you're going to want to update this. If you want to delete any one of these posts, and you will once the event takes place, you're going to want to delete the event. So what you do here is you go back into All Posts again, and when you hover over any event, you're going to have some options down here. What you're going to want to do is, if you want to delete this event, you can just click on Trash here. This advertisement will show up periodically. You don't need this, so you just click on the X here and that'll get rid of the advertisement. What you would do is click on Trash, and that event still is not gone from your website. Say you clicked on Trash by accident, that event is still there. It makes it very foolproof, so you don't delete something by accident. It's still in this place called Trash up here, this Trash tab. So if I click on Trash and I hover over the event that you just put in Trash, I can either restore it back to the place where it was before, where all your published events were, or I can at this time delete it permanently. And I'm sure I want to delete this, so I am going to click on delete permanently, and now it is actually gone. In order to get back to all your published events, you click on this tab, and all your published events are right here. So that's how to add and edit or delete different events from your website.